Hello everybody, this is Lord Siri Boot me, and I'm glad to be right here for you for the Michelin Asia Cup powered by Gran Turismo. Very happy to be here right now because this is a very special event online hosted by Michelin, the official tire supplier and the technical partner of Gran Turismo Sport, the world's #1 driving simulator on the PlayStation 4 platform. This competition is, of course, staging for digital motorsports enthusiasts all over Southeast Asia and, of course, Oceania. The winners will get an all-expense paid trip to the Michelin Passion Experience for 2022. That's right, held at Yas Marina out in Abu Dhabi for the September session, right? Down in September, you're going to be experiencing the Michelin Asia Cup. Is going to be open to players in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and as well as Australia and New Zealand with a valid driving license. So the competition will consist of 3 rounds, which are qualification, semifinals, and the final round. So the qualifications, let's talk about that for a second. The qualification was conducted within the sports mode of Gran Turismo Sport, which we had hundreds of drivers doing their best to try their best to up the ante and qualify from the periods of July 11th to the 15th. But only 24 drivers, get that, 24 drivers, 6 drivers from each country, while Australia and New Zealand are deemed as one single entity, are qualified for semifinals. So, altogether, 6 drivers representing ANZ, or Australia and New Zealand, along with 6 others from Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. As for the semifinals and the final session, the semifinal will divide the drivers into 2 groups, semifinal A and, you guessed it, semifinal B. And only the top 6 only, of each group will compete against each other in the final round, regardless of the nation. So they've got to do their best and duke it out on the stage of the game itself. All right. So the first driver who crosses the finish line will win the coveted ticket to Michelin Passion Experience 2022 in Abu Dhabi. However, you got to note that this event will be supervised. That's right, it will be supervised and judged by a group of certified stewards from the RAAT and, or what they really call here in Thailand, the Royal Automotive Association of Thailand, which of course they are members of the FIA. So, a clean race, I must stress, a clean race is necessary, compulsory for this competition. Let's talk about prizes, shall we? Skip on over to the good stuff. That's right. Prizes, as for the official tire supplier and technical partner for the Gran Turismo Sports, we're talking about Michelin, of course, they will be giving the following prizes. Listen up, folks. The winner will be receiving an all-expense paid trip covering accommodations, meals, and traveling expenses to Michelin Passion Experience 2022. At Yas Marina Circuit out in Abu Dhabi. Second place will receive a set of 4 locally produced Michelin tires with the tire size not over 17 inches. And third place, they will receive money prize amounting up to $430. Let's talk about the Michelin Passion Experience 2022. The winner will get to take part on an incredible journey or adventure, if you will, ranging from Formula 4 workshop, EV driving, sport car driving, namely the Porsche, hot laps with professional drivers, and tire testing at the FIA Grade 1 track. So, all in all, I got to say, thanks to Michelin ROH Company Limited and host of this event, and also Polyphony Digital Incorporated, the developer of Gran Turismo Sport, for bringing this all to fruition. All right, until we're going to be going on to the next session, we're going to be getting right into the action, so stay tuned. Alrighty, let's take a look to the drivers right here for the semifinals for the Group A. Of course, the drivers list is going to be comprised of 12 drivers. Of course, let's start off with a few of these drivers right here. Let's check out of New Zealand. Let's head on over to Matthew McEwen. Matthew, of course, he will be having the tag name of PSN ID AE McEwen. And there you see him right there. He's got a whole load of achievements under his belt right there. Starting off with 2019 GT World Tour competitor. 2019 as well, GT World finalist. Up in 2020, he nabbed the GT World Tour driver and regional finalist. Wow, what an accomplishment right there. Of course, let's check out his other highlights. 2021 GT World Series Showdown competitor, bringing down the house right there. And let's check out in the 13th overall win for the 2021 GT World Finals Grand Finalist. And recently, 2022 GT World Series Showdown competitor. That is Matthew McEwen out of New Zealand. Alrighty. Wow, he's ready. I like his seat right there. Huh. Let's check out the next driver, shall we? Let's check out Noodles. Noodles comes from Australia. This is Mr. Paul Candanolian. Alright, and of course he is already... this guy is already focused on the screen, ready to rock and roll. GT Sport 2021 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Online World Finals finalist. Wow, that is a mouthful. And also, of course, he nabbed the 2020 Speed Week E-Series competitor. So he also competed in that series as well, coming out of Australia. That's Mr. Paul for you, or let's call him Noodles8771. Next up, also out of Australia, and hailing also from Australia is Adam Wilk. Adam Wilk, PSN ID call tag number is Adam2167. There for you right there. Let's see what he has achieved so far. 2018 up to 2021. He's going for the FIA Gran Turismo Championship World Finalist. Wow, that is an achievement. Nonetheless, 2018 to 2019 Nations Cup. Also in competition there from 2019 to 2021 Manufacturer Series. And he also representing Australia for the 2021 Olympic Virtual Series finalist. Wow. And also, I like to say, back in 2019, he also competed for the Speed Week E-Series champion as well. That is Adam Wilk for you out of Australia. Thumbs up, buddy. Hello to Indonesia driver right there. Falmon Benayafio. And of course, his ID for the PSN is Benayafio right there for you. Not surprised. Hello there. Okay, let's see what he has achieved right here. 2022, currently Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup. Ranking out of Indonesia, numero uno, number 1. Wow. So, Grand Prix Indonesian League, first place. ECW Indonesia Cup, third place. And for 2022, Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturer Series for the Nissan rank in 4th place. So, good luck to you. Phil Mon right there for you. That's him hailing out of Indonesia. And another Indonesian driver, we've got Stefanos Okta Dewa. Now, this guy, PSN ID number will be showing up on screen above his car as Milo the Palm. As for his achievements, well, I just gotta say, being here in the game as of now for the Michelin Asia Cup, powered by Gran Turismo, nonetheless, that is an achievement right here as well. So, good luck and best of luck to you. So, for Stefanos Okta Dewa, hailing from Indonesia, Let's get it rocking. And another driver hailing from Indonesia. He will be representing Indonesia under the tag name of GRE Reza King, Rezaki Madrova. Hello there. Hello there, Indonesia, right there. So all the Indonesians out there also cheering for him as well. Like I said, once you have accomplished coming onto this platform, competing against the best of the best so far, that is an accomplishment right there for you. So good luck to you, and we're all rooting for everybody here, and let's see who's gonna nab first place. And from Malaysia, we've got Kamal Ali. Kamal Ali, of course, will be representing Malaysia under the ID PSN number of ACE Akasuise 13. Well, I hope I said that right. But of course, good luck to you as well. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. And of course, like I said, it's all the best to all the sportsmanship out here. Thank you for attending, and of course, good luck to you representing Malaysia, Mr. Kamal Ali. Alrighty, now coming up, also another driver from Malaysia representing with a Malaysia ERD, Itsam, Mr. Itsam Adli. Now, his accomplishment and achievement will be the only active in sim racing back in August 2020. Of course, he joined the local scene just for fun. That just says a lot about this guy. When you just join something just for the sheer fun of it, man, he's got to have that passion. And that passion is going to take him through the finish line, hopefully, today. And, of course, he's going to be vying up against the other great drivers as well for Michelin Asia Cup. He's also the semi-finalist for Michelin Asia Cup GT 2022. So, he's in the hot seat right here. Good luck to you. And that is Itsam Adli. And for Malaysia, another driver, Shafiq Rosli. Okay, Shafiq Rosli, well, his ID number is Sayafiq Rosli. Well, it's basically his name shortened up, of course. And, of course, he's got a great achievement roster right here, dating back to 2021 Michelin Virtual Racing Series Malaysia Advanced Class. So, he's not the typical driver you see normally, so he's got to be in the top rankings right there. And also for 2021, MSF Merdeka Cyber Enduro Virtual Endurance Series. Taking part in that as well for the IAAS Sim Racing Team. Coming down in 14th overall. So he's going to be representing Malaysia. That's Shafiq Rosli. And of course, for Thailand, Land of Smiles, Mr. Natayot Sirikaya. Of course, his tag name is very synonymous with being a lot of wins right there for you, because PSC the Mian FSR. That's a whole mouthful right there, but mostly let's check out his achievements right here. That's more than I can say right here. 13th Olympic Virtual Series champion in 2021 Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series. Back in 2020, going back a little more, also for the Gran Turismo Pro Series as well, and the champion for TGR Cup Thailand in 2021, TGR Cup Asia 2021. Man, he's just scooping all the cups up here. 15th for the TGR Cup World Finals 2021, where of course the TGR stands for Toyota Gazoo Racing. That is for you, Mr. Natayot Sirikaya, the Mia. And here we go for Thailand as well. Chaya Pat Safe Z will be his ID PSN tag name for Thailand. Now, he is considered the Class A competitor. Does that mean he's top of his class? Well, you'll never know there. Well, let's see how he does today, will ya? For Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series 2022. Our Class A competitor, he's got to be top of the class. Otherwise, what would they call it? Class A. And last but not least, for Thailand, we've got Tana Pat Hung Hot for Tan Te. Be quick. Be very, very quick. Of course, that is his ID number for the PSN, and his roster of achievements includes the second place for Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series back in 2020, Third place for Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Thailand 2020 as well. Second position for Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series 2021. Third, Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup Thailand 2021. And in fourth position for Thailand Gazoo Racing GT Cup Regional for 2021. This guy is just scooping up cups. How many cups do you have at home, buddy? Probably a lot. But anyway, he's going to be representing Thailand for Thanapat Pongpat for Tan Te Be Quick. Alrighty, folks. So that is the total roster right there for the semifinal Group A drivers list. And let's get ready to check out the track specs, shall we? Alright, let's take a look at the racetrack introductions right here. Introducing you to the semifinal Group A. The car that we'll be using is basically the Mercedes AMG GT3 Group 3. The track, the favorite track right now, is Sardegna Road Track B. Of course, the number of laps, 15 around the cooling track right here. Tire selection will be racing soft, medium, and hard. Up to you guys. Tire usage requirement, nothing set there, but the tire wear rate will be set at 11 times the normal rate. Fuel consumption rate, or the sippage rate, will be going down for 4 times, and the starting type will be a rolling start. BOP, balance of power, balance of performance. BOP, or balance of performance, will be set to on, and the slipstream strength will be real. Now, let's take a look at these tracks right here. And wow, it's just so detailed right here. And look at it dipping into the corners. Basically, we've got uphill climbs as well. And through the turns, the drivers will be struggling going through the uphill section or sequences. So this will be quite a challenge for the tires, but of course, I'm sure that they can handle the power of the car, especially being set on racing soft, medium, and hard. But let's see here. As you can see, coming down along the pit row on a downhill run, Sardegna right there, and crossing through the final starting line right there. Okay, so, all right, let's get it on, folks. Now it's time to start the qualification section right here. We're going to be talking about, let's see how they do, and as they take the cars onto the track, of course, the cars being the Mercedes AMG GT3 Group 3 cars. As you can see, the livery is all but the same, representing the wonderful colors of Michelin. But if you look above, you'll see the driver's name, tag, PSN ID number as well. Now, don't forget, folks, everybody here is gunning for their best times. And of course, that will determine their position on the track, being that it is a qualifying session. They are trying to run their best lines. Look at them go. Check out Noodles right here. Currently, well, they're not in 4th positions as per se, because like I said, it's still qualifying. So if they can move on up in their speed around the track, they'll inch on up towards pole position. Now let's check out Noodles right here, currently in the shot. I'm now backing onto Tanti Be Quick. From the outside, hits the apex, goes a little bit off onto the grass, but still keeping within the track limitations there. You gotta be careful. One thing that everybody's been talking about here is basically everything's being scrutinized, of course, with officials looking if there is any form of unruly behavior or something that would garner as considered as a little bit unfair. They would be penalized for it. So you got to make sure, even though this is a very realistic simulator, thanks in part to Polyphony, but every driver, as you can see here, is taking it very, very seriously. That is the way to go forth with Michelin right here. Michelin Asia Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. Look at the wonderful view here, up at the S corner, up. And he's trying to use the whole width of the track. Yeah, shot of Nati, the Miang right here, powering in. Michelin Circuit ESC. Shady's emblem prominently displayed up on the grills right there. Very menacing shot, long nose. I wonder, how are they actually feeling, getting the feeling for the cars? The long nose, long wheelbase, rear wheel drive. Looks like times are coming in right now. Currently, we've got PSC the Mia in first position. Second coming in with 2167. Okay. Adam from Australia currently in second. I wonder how long he can hold on to that position though. He's trailing behind by less than a second. Adam 2167 there for you. Remember, this guy had it in the bag for 2018 to 2021 for the FIA Gran Turismo Championship World Finalist. But he's running up against PSC the Mia right here. And he's trailing behind by quite a bit. They're not closing the gap here. I wonder. Safe Z now inching towards the rear bumper. Mia getting a little bit nervous, I guess. He's looking in his rearview mirror, probably seeing that Safe Z is coming up closer and closer right here. Let's see if he's gonna pass. Now, if taking a natural line right here through the corner, if of course Slipstream is on, then he would be taking advantage of that. Currently, top number 1 place right now is Safe Z. That's great. Wow. Now, it's important that they take their first lap around very cautiously, of course, warming up their tires and whatnot. If you take a look down by the telemetry report, none of these guys' tires are overheating or anything, obviously, because it's doing a sprint run for the qualifying round. Going through all the gears. Oops, a little bit unstable there for Noodles. Paul out of Australia getting a little frisky into the corner, holding the 3rd position now, dropping down from, well, actually he was doing pretty good actually. Adam was supposed to be in 2nd, but now the Mia in 2nd, Safe Z in 1st. Thailand drivers 1st and 2nd so far. Australia following in suit. Tan Te in 5th. Reza King from Indonesia holding down in 7th position right here. GRE Gazoo Racing right there. Rezaki Madrova. Gotta pick up the pace. Look at that lap time right there at a 1.17 around this track. Awesome run so far. And this has got to be one of the most optimal run time because they're doing a sprint run. All right. Safe Z is the guy to beat right now from Thailand. The Mian's gotta push it a little more into corners. Seems like he's a little bit slow in the corners there. Benayatio from Indonesia going a little bit too wide. A little cut in the grass action for you. Here's a shot of Ace from Malaysia, Mr. Kamal Ali right there for you. Currently in 9th position. Got a whiles to catch up. And beautiful colors of, a little bit too wide right there. Munching up the grass. Why don't you? Let's hang it into the track limits, folks. Try to keep it on the track. Now, of course, if this was totally in the real world, doing that would put you in real danger because of the grass being so slippery on the slick tires here. That's what simulators are for. It's a little bit forgiving, but they still have to concentrate. A little bit of a slip there for you. Milo the Palm, Stefanos Akta Dewa from Indonesia, squiggling around the track down in 11th place. Indonesian driver is, I think, sort of like debuting here. He's actually doing pretty good for a debut, I guess. Oh, a little bit of a struggle on the steering wheel there. I'm noticing. Here we are is Safik. He's having some trouble controlling the vehicle with the long nose and oversteer action. Gotta be careful. Rear wheel drive, long wheelbase, high power engines. Might lead to oversteers. Guy to beat. First position right here for you. Safety. He's leading the way up with a gap of, well, a little bit over, a little bit of less than a second there. McGowan following in second position right here, trying to catch up in terms of lap times. But he's running really smooth. I'm actually really impressed with his run. And of course, McGowan, coming from New Zealand, he's got a whole load of achievements, but it all comes down to what he does today that will deem him, give him the position. Currently, he's getting a second position. Blue flag. Gets put back into pits, I guess. Let's let him run. Let's let him run. So, by the way, folks, the rules and regulations and penalties are enforced. Of course, the results of all the races incidents, of course, will be based on the Gran Turismo Sports software by which the stewards, which we have, by the way, will could increase or decrease the degree of the penalties. All right, so it still is very important to keep adhering to the rules and regulations. They could possibly get a written warning or a post-race time penalty, or even get a rank down from first or eighth positions down. So they have to take this seriously. Disapproval to participate in the next race or even following events could be possible, or even a fine. So there goes the checkered flag, and it looks like, oh, Noodles gets in third position. That's not bad. Safe Z in first, McGowan in second. The Biang surprisingly down in fourth. And Adams looks like ending up in fifth. So that's the rundown right there for you. Qualification round has been completed. Now I guess it's going to be time to move on up into the actual race, of course, with the results of the roster from the qualifying run. Time for the cool down session. Everybody getting ready, back in their own racing sim seat. And here's the official rundown of the qualifying results. Alrighty, folks, it's time to get to the races. Michelin Asia Cup, of course, powered by Gran Turismo. After that wonderful run for a qualification round, it's time to find out who's got the fastest lead foot right here for you. And of course, they all sit nice and dandy in their controllers because this is, of course, run by Gran Turismo right here. So it's going to be a nice day, obviously. Perfect virtual world, shall we say. Okay, let's get it going right here for you. Leading the way out in front, Safe Z. And followed by A. McEwen from New Zealand. Let's see if he can nab a better position than second. Obviously, that being first. But Safe Z's got that in the bag right now. But hey, it's just the beginning of the race. Let's see how they carry on. Corners, no problem so far. I gotta mention that first time around the track, they haven't even completed one full lap yet. So tire temperature has a lot to do with stickiness and adhesion on the track there. Currently, it looks like the Mieng losing down to McEwen. Bumper to bumper. A little bit of a traffic there for you. The Mieng drops down to 4th position. McEwen now drops down to 3rd. He's blocking the Mieng, not letting him go, but the Mieng passes him on the inside. McEwen goes a little bit wide. Following suit, we got Tanti from B Quick. Now have to contend up with the New Zealander in front of his nose right there. McEwen now defending his position. Currently down in 4th. But on the straightaway, there is no way to block. Tanti tries to come up. Will he make it? Enough momentum? Yes, they're side by side. Be quick, Tanti takes it and closes the door on McEwen's face right there. That's okay. We still got a whiles to go. Don't forget, 15 laps. You don't win the race on the first or second lap. So maybe it's a tactic here. I don't know. Let him simmer down, why don't you? Meanwhile, Gazoo Racing here. Razor King on the inside lane, up against Ace. They're duking it out between 7th and 8th position. Razor King takes a back seat in the 8th position now. As you can see, everybody's taking their nice lines. Nobody's doing anything too crazy. They're using the whole track width. And this is quite a wide track, I must say. Taking into account, the Mercedes AMG GT3 machines are wide as it is already. Man, piloting that long nose, long wheelbase must be a grueling effort. Sometimes you even see the guys struggling with the steering wheel there. Razor King about to be passed right here on the outside. Itsam, ERD Itsam right there for you, coming up really strong, but cannot pass Razor King so far, closing the door on him. Adam following right behind. The Indonesian driver Razor King doing a good run so far, defending out of Indonesia. Itsam in 9th position, trying to beat up and gang up on the bumper of Razor King, but Razor King closes the door again, defending all he's got. He's got nowhere to go now. It looks like Itsam's trying to pass. On the inside now. No clipping though. Whoa, a little bit on the loose end. Razor King loses a little bit of traction right there. Gives a little bit of a hope for Itsam to pass. Meanwhile, Adam Wilkes, the Australian, down in 10th position. Eyeballing, waiting to see who's going to make a mistake. Will it be Itsam or Razor King? 3 abreast. Check this out. 3 across the field. Adam comes up. Holy Toledo closes the door on both their faces. And there goes the Australian, Adam Wilkes. Coming up in 8th position. He's climbing up the charts. Check out the replay. Now that's called a wise choice. You wait till your moment to pass. You wait for those other 2 guys to duke it out, while losing their concentration, giving Adam the advantage. All right, let's focus here. Let's see what Adam's about to do. Now he looks like he's in a little bit of a trouble up against Itsam in 9th position. He's going to take it back. Will he make it? Not yet. Not enough momentum, but it looks like Itam's pushing him. In terms of, McGowan has a little bit of an error there, kicking up a little bit of the debris, the pebbles, so to say, losing some traction. Ace right in back of him. Now if McGowan makes another mistake, Ace is just gonna chomp up, and there they go. McGowan, due to that previous error right there, is going to lose a position. Drops down to 6th now. Ace Meister, Kamal Ali from Malaysia, goes up in 5th position. While the front of the field still being 2 Thai drivers, Safe Z and the Mian PSC still holding on tight. But meanwhile, here we are, Safe Z all on his own. Bang zoom to the moon. Look at the gap between 1st and 2nd. The Mian's got to play catch up right here. He's probably telling himself he's gotta floor it even further if it can even be possible. And the only way I can see that happening is if the Mian can take the corners with more precision. It might have something to do with the Mian going into the grass a little too often there. Meanwhile, Noodles back in 3rd position. Paul from Australia catching a glimpse of the Mian's back end. Pretty much 5 cars length away. Tanti from B-Quick, another Thai driver, in 4th. He's got to catch up 3.5 seconds to make up for lost times if he wants to be in the 1st position up front. But that's a tall order. Ace still up front in 5th, up against McGowan. If you notice, Akai right there, Ace, not taking the optimal driving line. If you look when he goes into a corner, he doesn't really actually touch the apex compared to McGowan, who has, I think, a more precise driving line. However, when he gets up to the bumper of Ace, Ace just blocks him off. He's playing good defense. That's also part of the game. Oh boy, look how time flies, folks. We've already done 6 laps out of 15. We're nearing the middle portion of the race right here. And the AMG, the Mercedes GT3 machines, running. They were scheduled for 15 laps. And Adam now takes advantage on the inside line. Adam Wilkes climbs up a notch. Beating up against Philemon Theo from Indonesia. But hey, they're duking it out. I like that replay right here. You can see he's gutsy. He's got that gutsy move. Adam goes for the pass. Wow, it seems that Benetheo is dropping the ball here. What's going on? He's dropping his momentum here. It's either that or Adam is speeding up, trying to catch up to the rest of the field up front. Meanwhile, back in 9th and 10th, hey, Itam leading 2 car lengths away from Razor King. The formula is pretty simple. It's easy to say, but hard to do. Looks like somebody ducks into pit row there. Safe Z in pits. Also Noodles. You gotta fill up there. Remember, folks, they were having a fuel consumption rate of 4 times the normal rate. So you just can't floor it all and give it all you got and not expect to not fill up there. Well, that's gotta be pretty much thought into the formula here. Also, tire wear rates plays a very important part of the race. You don't want to wear too much of your tires out and then figure out on the last 2 laps, oh, you have no traction. So it's also a strategy run. And now, they're pretty much midway through the race. McEwen now climbs up to 2nd position. Closely behind. Ace following in suit. Kamal Ali in 3rd position. This is going to be good. Adam right on his tail. Ace ducking into pit row. Pit crew ready to go. Michelin Asia Cup by Gran Turismo, powered by Gran Turismo. There you see Michelin adorned on the sticky tires, and out they go really quick. Just amazing. Now we've got a whole bunch right here. Mia in traffic jam. Not exactly Bangkok traffic there for you, but hey, he was sandwiched right between 4th and 6th position. 4th being Safe Z. Earlier on was leading the way, and Razor King climbing up the notch. He's gonna fall back eventually, because everybody's got a pit. So the sequencing right now might have a little bit of a moving on up into the roster here, but eventually when they pit, well, they'll fall right back down again. I like how the brakes actually show the glow, the heat. That just shows you how much friction it takes to stop these things or bring it down to a slower speed. That's how realistic it is. That's how Polyphony rolls. McEwen now in 1st position. Adams following in suit. New Zealand leading the way. Oh, look on the inside line. Man. A little bit of a slip there. Oh, straight cut gears. I love that sound. Now, if you're not used to it, you're going to be hearing that whining sound all day, all night after coming out of that race car. Anybody ever drive with a straight cut gear? I have. It's exactly the same thing here. Leading the way right now. McEwen ahead by half a second. Following suit with Mr. Adam Wilkes from Australia. A little bit too close for comfort to the barrier there. Blink and a miss. They're already 10 laps in. 5 laps left to go. Let's check the onboard here. McEwen, first from New Zealand. This guy's got the credibility. All that achievement does wonders. Definitely a competitor to beat right here. Remember, hailing from all the way from 2019, being the GT World Tour competitor, and continuing his roster of wins. But he's got Adams to beat right now. Adams, of course, Mr. Wilkes from Australia, also a great contender. They're running pretty much side by side, switching up once in a while. Now on board. That's how he takes the corner right here for you. Easy into the corner. Just trail braking right there for you. It's a little bit too early onto the apex. There was a slight corner. Brings it down to a dip up the hill. Ooh, loses the back end traction just a bit. Does that so often, he's going to lose it to McEwen right there. Safe Z, the Thai driver, currently down in 3rd position, catching up really quick. And it looks like he's making a move right now. Safe Z trying to get past McEwen. Check it out, check it out. He's got a nose left to right, trying to psych him out. But hey, PSC the man also following the train. Slipstream is on. Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisies. McEwen loses down to fourth. What had happened? Let's check out the replay, shall we? Into a corner. He runs into the back of the McAdams, and the momentum drops. Too much brakes right there for you. And a flyby by the Thai drivers, Safe Z and Miang. They go tandem. Meanwhile, their target and locked on to Adams. Adam Wilk now in trouble, ganging up in the back. Still, it's got the optimum line. Safe Z's a little bit running a line that is sort of psyching out Adams right now. Looking into the rear view mirror. And I think the Ming is playing it cool. Because if Safe Z is duking up against Adam and they make a mistake, the Ming is going to take both their positions. And I think that's possible, a very big possibility. Safe Z about to make a move. A little bit too much on the rumble strip. Slows him down. Oh, and look at that. That was an awesome pass. Now 2 drivers up front. Let's check the replay right here. Adams not taking the optimal line. You saw when he entered the corner, he didn't come all the way from the outside. He was like midway of the track, middle of the track. So it did not give him an optimal driving line. Therefore, losing way to now currently the Ming in first position. Natayot Sirikaya. You see him right there. Focused. Now he doesn't have to worry too much about who's in front. He's just got the win. Thai driver in the back. Safe Z. Chaya Putt in second position. Meanwhile, another Thai driver, Tan T.E.B. Quick in fourth. Sandwiching Adam 2167. Adam Wilkes in third. But all eyes on first and second position now as we're coming to an end because 14th lap already in the bag out of 15. Here it's gonna come. It's really gonna be really close. I'm gonna tell you this right now. We know Safety's eyeballing, waiting for the optimal position to pass right here. Meanwhile, Adam defending third position. Tanti now drops down a bit, giving a little breathing room to Adam right now, who's holding on. But look, when he comes into a corner, he's getting a little bit of a hello from Tanti Be Quick. Meanwhile, McEvan drops down, is still in fifth position, with Noodles in sixth. Hall in sixth from Australia. Be Quick now third position. We have 1, 2, 3 Thai drivers in the house. Final lap, folks. This is it. It's now or never. Let's see. Already with a smile on his face. Look at the confidence of this driver. Hey, Be Quick. Smiling his way in third position. Not a bad place to be. Meanwhile, Safety in second. But first and second are way up there. Tanti's got a 3-car to catch up. Difference. Adam, the Australian, is in fourth position. McGowan from New Zealand in fifth. And Paul in sixth. let's close it on down. 15 out of 15, the final lap. This is it, folks. PSC, all eyes on him now. Will he be able to get the checker flag without having safety pass him? Both running identical lines. And here they come. The checker flag waving in the air. Oh, last ditch effort, but safety cannot pass. It was a good run. Tanti comes in third. It's a 1-2-3 for Thailand right there. Adam coming in fourth, and McGowan in fifth. Paul in sixth. What a run. And there, all the drivers right now just making their lap right here count as much as possible. Cooling off right now. It seems that everyone had a good run. I mean, they were within the track limits. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. Follow the palm here for you. Okay, so here's the race results for you. 1, 2, 3. Once again, congratulations for the victory. Going to PSC The Myung. Natayot Sira Gaya. Wow, oh wow, man, that was an amazing race. Man, they put on a great show, folks, for the Michelin Asian Cup. Of course, powered by Gran Turismo. And, of course, with the winners and the rundown for first, second, and third place being for Thailand, of course, we had Natayot, of course, called the Myung, coming in at first place with a great time of 20.19 overall right there for Thailand as the win. Chayapat coming in at second place for his ID number Safe Z. And of course, Tanti EB Quick coming in at third position. Tanapat, followed with Australian's driver, Adam Wilkes. Now, Adam Wilkes had a great run, but of course, I mean, it was a tough competition. Of course, everybody on the grid was gutting it. And eventually, Adam still was able to hang on to the top 5, top 6 right there. New Zealand, Matthew McEwen was also in the mix to also make it through to the next round. And last but not least, to round out the top 6, the Australian Paul, or Noodles, Noodles 8771, was also able to go on to the next round. Top 6 drivers, being Thailand, Australia, New Zealand, made it through, and they will be going on to the next track. All right, that was Group A. All right, for semifinals. All right, so next up, we are going to be, we had the race go on, but of course it was also scrutinized and really checked by the officials, the stewards. Thanks to RAAT, of course, members of FIA, and without them, I mean, it's like there would be no rules. There wouldn't be any rules. And you need rules to make everything nice, fair, and square. Okay, so that's good to go. Top 6 drivers will go on to the finals. Congratulations to them. And that was the semifinal Group A result. Next up, folks, more action to be had right here. Going on to semifinal Group B for Michelin Asia Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. Stay tuned. Congratulations for making it into the finals right here. How do you feel about passing into the top 6 right here? How do you feel?
It's ecstatic, I might say.
Well, definitely. Just seeing the way you drive is exciting. It makes my heart pound faster and faster. And what about your strategy for the coming up race? What is your strategy, man?
I guess I couldn't share the strategy now.
Ooh,
I guess I couldn't,
but many secrets.
but if I might say so, I think just go the fastest you can, I guess.
No, yeah. Well, all the best to you. Congratulations for coming in and getting closer and closer to the Michelin Passion Experience coming up in 2022. So good luck to you. Sawadee krap. Okay, folks, welcome back. Next up, we got the semifinals for Group B. So, basically, Michelin Asia Cup. That's what we're here. That's what it's all about. It's powered by Gran Turismo, which is, of course, a special online competition hosted by Michelin, the official tire supplier and technical partner of Gran Turismo Sport, the world's #1 driving simulator on the PlayStation 4 platform. This competition is, of course, staging for the digital motorsports enthusiasts in Southeast Asia and Oceania, namely Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, and New Zealand. And the winner will get an all-expense paid trip to the Michelin Passion Experience in 2022. Wow. It's going to be held at Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi in September. So, the competition, of course, consists of 3 rounds, namely the qualification round, the semifinal, and the final round. A little bit about the Michelin Passion Experience 2022. So, the winners, of course, will get to take part in the incredible journey, and, of course, their adventure will start ranging from the Formula 4 workshop, EV driving, sport car driving with a Porsche, hot laps with professional drivers, and tire testing at the FIA Grade 1 track. You can't have an event, by Michelin and not have tire testing. That's got to be included in the pack. So we had a great grueling run in the beginning right there, and everybody was duking it out, of course, trying to play good and fair with a good sportsmanship on the track, but everybody was trying to go their driving line as best as possible. You got to make sure you have a nice clean line. Smooth is fast, like they always say, okay? So I can't wait for the next portion of this race, and we'll be checking out who's going to be nabbing the prize of the event right here, okay? So for the Michelin Passion Experience 2022, everybody's eyeballing that prize right now, okay? So stay tuned. All right. What you're seeing in front of your eyes right now are all the drivers for semifinal Group B. That's right. That's a whole lot of drivers out here, and they're already focused. Wow. We've got all these drivers on the screen. Let's see who they are. Let's start off with, let's see. First one up, Australia. Let's see. Let's talk a little bit about Adrian Gassati. All right. First up, we've got Australian driver Adrian Gassati. Hello there. Hi, hello. And of course, PSN ID number Fella 993. Wow, that's a great number. I wonder if he has a Porsche parked in his garage somewhere. So congratulations to coming into the game right here, and of course, hope the best for you. And driving for Australia, a lot of Australians will be cheering for Adrian Gazzati. Alrighty, Australia driver Guy Barbara. Of course, Guy is driving here, already focused on the screen. Wonder what's he doing steering right here. Okay, Distinct Twitchy. Ah, that's a nice PSN ID number. That's definitely going to stick in my head. And of course, his achievements. Let's see what he's got. He's got 2021 FIA GTC Nations Cup World Finalist. Wow. 2022 GTWS Nations Cup Showdown Finalist in Salzburg, Austria. And of course, a competitor for Speed Week E-Series Season 3. Wow. Very nice, Guy. And good luck to you from Australia. Distinct Twitchy. Here we go with Range Rules from Australia, Mr. Matthew Allen. Matthew Allen, hello. And of course, he's got a lot of achievements as well. Let's start it off. First place for 2022 Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup Test Season 3, Oceania Region. Wow. First place also for Race on OZ GT League Division 1 and GT Sports Season 18 and also GT7 Season 1. Also partaking in the Speed Week E-Series for Season 3, coming in at 6th position. All right, good luck to you, Matthew Allen, Ranger Rolls from Australia. And here we go from Indonesia, Nico Fala. He gets the 5th position for 2021 Toyota Gazoo Racing or TGR GT Cup from Indonesia, ranking in from the rookie position. But I think if he makes it all the way here, I think he's aiming to move on over from rookie to possibly professional here. Let's see what he does. His PSN ID tag name is Vaneno1701. Good luck there from Indonesia, Mr. Nico Fala. And now we have another driver out of Indonesia, Mr. Farizi Pramaditya. And of course, his tag name on the PSN ID will be Farazip. I hope he's going to be zippity-doo-dah-day all over the track here, but he gets first position for Toyota GR-GT Cup Indonesia back in 2021 for the rookie class. And of course, going up, we also had a first position for ECW Indonesia Cup. And for the 2021 Michelin Indonesia Cup, coming in at 5th position. So, good luck for him. Farizi Farazip from Indonesia. All right, hailing out of Indonesia, another driver there, Mr. Alden Pratama. Tag name ID for the PSN, Alden14. Hello, big smiles there. Thanks. Of course, 5th position coming in for 2021 GT Sports Toyota Gazoo Racing, TGR GT Cup Indonesia. Good luck to you. Already, it's a great mood there, coming out with a very outgoing and smiley face right there. Good to be having a good mood before a race starts. So good luck to you, Mr. Alden from Indonesia. And from Malaysia, Muhammad Iqbal Ahmad Suji. That's a whole load for me to say, but let's call him by the PSN ID number. ERD Iqbal right there for you. Hello there. Now, he's got a lot of achievements. Let's start it off here. Let's see what he's got. Top 3 TGR Velocity Esports Championship 2020 and 2021. Wow, this guy's got it going on. Finalist for TGR GT Cup Asia 2021. 11th in Asia FIA Gran Turismo Championship Nations Cup 2021 Exhibition Series for Season 2. Also was a finalist for the FIA Rally Star. So this guy's on-road and off-road, I guess. Asia Pacific Continental. And is affiliated with Alif Satar Entertainment Team, or in short, ASET. A-S-E-T. All right, good luck to you, ERD Iqbal from Malaysia. Malaysian driver Rio. Rio is having an PSN ID number of ACE Rio right there for you. Panduskusuma, I hope I got the name right. Thank you. He's got a lot under his achievements right there, starting the racing with the GT Sports since, wow, back in 2018. Hello. Long time there. But continuing his momentum, second position, GT Sports Sidewinder Challenge 2020. Third position for Legion of Racers Online League Season 2020 AMP Class. And hey, check it out. Michelin Virtual Racing Series for Malaysia 2021 in third position for that year. He ended up as a semi-finalist for Toyota Velocity Esports Championship Malaysia back in 2019. And wow, Toyota Velocity Esports Championship Malaysia 2020 and 2021, both tying up at 6th position for both those years consecutively. Wow. A lot of achievements right there for Rio right there. Good luck to the Malaysian driver, Ace Rio. And here we go. Thailand's driver right here, Mai Jakri, or his PSN ID will be KMUTT Paxion 36. I like your hairdo, buddy. Okay, so he's a Class A driver from Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series, of course, currently year 2022, and also Porsche Asia Pacific Qualifier. This guy's got the chops here. All right, so good luck to him. Mai Jakri for Thailand. Hey, hello. So Sawadee krap for another Thai driver. We call him for the PSN ID of Pang RKD or Mr. Akrapon. Akrapon, of course, is a Class A driver for Thailand. Of course, he did the Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series in 2022. And welcome to the show. He's ready and chill. Check him out. This guy's wasting no time on the practice run, I guess. Thanabordi from Thailand. Distinct Awesome. What a tag name for a PSN ID number. He's a Class A driver, Thailand Gran Turismo Pro Series 2022, and also for the same year, this year, Gran Turismo Sports Nations Cup, 17th overall, but first in local. All right. So good luck for Thanabordi for his run today, and hopefully all the drivers will be having fun together on the track. He will be called Distinct Awesome. All right, folks, so let's get ready for some action. Let's start off with qualifying rounds and see who's going to nab pole position for the race. Hang on, folks. All right, out here for the racetrack introductions. Once again, folks, we're doing the same track, but for all of you viewers out there just joining in, let's check it out. Cars will be, of course, the Mercedes-AMG GT3 Group 3. And, of course, the track, the favorite right now is Sardinia Road Track B. And the number of laps, we're setting it up at 15 grueling laps, using the tire selection being racing soft, medium, and hard. Tire usage requirement, nothing set right there, but the tire wear rate will be at 11 times the normal rate. Fuel consumption rate will be 4 times set there. And the starting type will be deemed a rolling start. We're going to do a rolling start right there for you guys. The balance of performance, or BOP, will be set to on, and the slipstream strength will be set for real, for the most realistic slipstream effect. Now let's check out this little clip right here. We got downhill. Man, it's like a little bit of a corkscrew right there as you're coming down, and they got to turn hard into the corner. And of course, up the hill they go. It's the apex right there. Not too much on the rumble strip, otherwise they lose the traction on the tires. But of course, with all that power and aerodynamics, and of course the sticky tires themselves, thanks to Michelin, they'll be able to handle this course a-okay, no problem. All right, so beautiful scenery out in Sardinia. It can't get any more real than this. Man, look at all the details in the background. Here they go around in the front of the pit row right there, and that is the crossing the starting line right there. Okay, let's go into the action right there. Alrighty, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to qualify. Already revving their engines and ready to go. Let's rev onto the track here. As you know, of course, All drivers will be using the same race cars, namely the Mercedes AMG GT3 Group 3 cars right here. And of course the cars are, as you can see, decorated in the wonderful livery color of the Michelin CI livery, right? Corporate identity. The driver's national flag will be attached to the side panels and of course the rear bumpers as well. That's the only thing that will differentiate between these cars. So keep a close eye on that as well. Of course, their names and their ID names will be on top. Only top 6 of the race drivers will go on through to the finals. So let's root and toot and see who will nab first position for the qualifying run. Right now, they're simmering down now. As you can see, qualifying does require you to warm up them tires just a bit. Otherwise, they'll be running slippity-doo-dah-day all over the track here into the grasslands on the side. Not exactly savannah, but hey, if you slip and slide into the grass, that's the end. You see a lot of these newbie drivers, doing like oversteer because they go into outer bounds of the track limits. But not for these guys. At least I hope not. Let's simmer down. Let's see what they can do after, okay, a few laps already. Well, a lap in, I guess. So the first lap they did at a 1:31 clocking a time around this track. That's not bad for the first run. I'm betting they should drop it down into the 29 range. Hopefully. All eyes right now on Ert right now. Iqbal seems to be running solo on his own right there. And that's really nice. During qualifying runs, you don't want to be running into a lot of traffic. It's not like when they're racing, they're all bunched up together. Now, may I remind you that for all these drivers, they have to take it serious. And by that I mean, hey, they gotta have good sportsmanship. They've gotta not run into each other, intentionally. Try to confuse the other drivers or break their lines there. Well, it looks like 11 they're just dropped it a little bit off there. Grass, but that's okay. Qualifying round just means that you just have to come up with your fastest time around the track. So if you do sort of bad on the first 5 laps of the qualifying round, but then you get the fastest lap on the last lap, or the last seconds of the qualifying round, that means you can go on to get in position. Let's see who's got first right now. Actually, no. Farzip is running down to 11th position right there. He's got to play catch up. Some time. Running a nice line. Not a lot of wiggles there for you. You start to notice if the cars are wiggling their way around the corner, that means they're losing traction. And if they're full brakes into a corner, then they lose momentum. They sort of have to have a balance, a good balance of how to take those corners. Now there's not a good run right there. Oh, RKD now does a spin around. What I tell you, if you get too much into the grass, you're gonna lose control there. Gotta be careful. It's a blue flag right there. Gotta give way to other drivers. Give way to the faster driver. And that's what actually the blue flag means. Don't want to get into other people's driving line. That's some that mental game. Bang RKD out of Thailand. Try to regain. Get back into the game. Now, we mentioned that we had Australian driver there, Guy, and also Adrian and Matthew. They're trying their best right now. Australia up currently in first and second. Yeah, Fella, 993 up in first position. Meanwhile, Alvanero in 8th position. Nico Balal, he's dropped down in 8th. Gotta pick up the pace there. I think he's putting too much brakes on right there for you. You know, some of the other drivers, when they go through that same corner, the rotors don't glare up and glow as much. So I think too much pressure was possibly on the brake pedal for Nico Veneno 1701. So it's not making him go anywhere faster. Meanwhile, Distinct Awesome down in 7th position. Iqbal coming up in 5th. Iqbal Ahmad Suji, hailing from Malaysia, currently smack dab in the middle there. In 4th position. Nice. Randros. Earlier on, we had a little conversation with this driver right here. Matthew Allen says that his PSN ID is actually Randros. I don't know why it's a little misspelled there, but that's okay. So we had that cleared up. Aha, good time coming in. Best time right there for there. Huh? Looks like fella still holding on. 993 monster Adrian Casati still in #1 position. And talk about having a good time. He doesn't, I mean, in the achievements section, I couldn't read anything out, but he's doing pretty darn well right now. I can tell you that for sure. But he's got to watch out here. Distinct Twitchy is distinctly in 2nd position right now, but he's holding a good time. Guy Barbara, Distinct Twitchy from Australia. Bella still in the lead, 993. He's really hunkered down in that race seat of his. I love that position. You're really low to the ground. But of course, being a virtual race on Gran Turismo, thanks to Polyphony, you can do this from anywhere in the world and compete on a global scale thanks to Michelin. Thanks for the Asian Cup right here. Hand in hand with Gran Turismo GT Sports. Iqbal still in 4th position. All eyes on fella 993 though. Clean line. He takes to the extreme outer edge of the track using the whole width. Not kicking up dust, dirt, or grass, or even gravel. Look at his line. Look at it. He doesn't even hit the gravel. He goes to the extreme edge. He doesn't kick any dust up. And he's consistent too. I don't see that much of a change in his times though, except for his getting faster and faster, I guess. That's good for the Australian driver, Adrian Casati. And best time for their 50s. Ducking under the 1 minute now. 1 minute run, passing by a little bit of traffic there for you. He still doesn't kick up any dust. Distinct Twitchy still in 2nd position. Distinct running a little bit over, but still hanging on with his inner tires right there. Still on the tarmac. Bella's ahead by, I don't know, 0.035 of a second. Which is not that much if you really think about it. Distinct Twitchy still's got a good chance. Meaning that if he pushes it up a little more, maybe he can make it into 1st position. Oh, what's going on with fella 993? Did he just give way? Yes, he did. Oh, look at that zooming. So now, giving way to faster traffic, Distinct Twitchy is in the front there, but still in 2nd position for the times. Now this is the final lap. It's now or never. Rangerol still in 3rd position. Iqbal in 4th, now in pit road. The Thai driver, Bang RK in 5th position. KMUTT, Paxion in 6th. New qualifying time distinct. Awesome. Sets a new qualifying time. 1:17. Wow. There's Bang right there for you. Akrapon from Thailand. Early down in 5th position. And there goes the checkered flag. You know what that means? That signals the end of the qualifying round. And the readout right here, all I see now are the Australian flag waving about for 1, 2, and 3. Followed up with Iqbal. Iqbal coming from Malaysia, sandwiched in 4th position. Oh, well, looks like the official times are moving around here. Let's wait for the official readout right here. According to unofficial reports right now, it looks like Fella 993 is in the lead. Yes, it is, folks. Iqbal is in 4th. So, all Australian drivers up 1, 2, 3 for the Michelin Asia Cup right here. Semi-final Group B. Now remember, everybody here is eyeballing their positions to be within the first 6 positions on the track to be able to continue to the final round for Group B. And it's going to be a tough race up against the Australian crew right here, namely Adrian, Guy, and Matthew up front. Spearheading the way. There you go. Fella 993 leading the way right there for you after getting the pole position from qualifying round. And they're off. Look at that fella go. Nice clean line off the get-go. Nobody messing up so far. I'm looking at the first hint of dust kicked up into the air. I wonder who's going to make that first mistake. Now, being up front puts a lot of pressure on fella. From what I can see, he's really focused. I think he's going to do pretty well up front and he's probably going to lead the way for quite some time. But 15 laps is not an easy thing to do. Think about it. You're focused on this track, taking the best line possible. Hopefully not running into any traffic. It looks like everybody's doing a little squiggle here. Fella, 993, little twitchy right there. Up the hill, here we go. It's very consistent. Everybody's having like about a 2-car gap in between first, second, and third. Rangerol's closing the back end for position number 3. Twitchy in between. Not Twitchy. I wonder why they named him Twitchy. He's looking very smooth. Not twitchy at all. Meanwhile, Iqbal holds his own on 4th position. So Ahmad Suji from Malaysia is going to defend up against Bang RKD from Thailand, the Thai crew right behind. Paxion in 6th. Distinct Awesome in 7th. Beautiful shot from above. Now remember, they had a fuel consumption for this set a little bit more than normal. The fuel rate there. Beautiful digital track out in Italy, by the way, Sardinia. Now, and if you know notice they're all running really close to each other now, especially Fella getting closed in slowly. He's being wheeled in. Distinct is reeling him in. He's taking advantage of the slipstream, I believe. And basically with a slipstream, for those of you that don't know, is if you're right behind the car in front of you and you're going full blast, you don't have to go and use all your engine power because the aerodynamic, which is flowing over the car in front of you, is sort of pushing the air away, and you don't have to run up against the air friction. Basically, you're tagging along, and that can slingshot Distinct Twitchy up in the front. But at the same time, Fella's getting a little twitchy right now, trying to close the door in the back end, and I think Fella's getting a little bit nervous here. I like this option right here. Like having a little bit of a camera pointed right up behind you. Look how Distinct Twitchy is trying to latch on to the back end of Fella 993, driven by Adrian Casati from Australia. Twitchy himself, Guy Barbera, the 2021 FIA GTC Nations Cup World Finalist, trying to close in on him as best as he can. Meanwhile, look at the action down by 4th and 5th position. Looks like there's a big action going on right there. 4th and 5th position, the Thai Bang RKD duking it out right there. K-Mut AMUTT. Bang RKD now running away. Iqbal trying to get up in there. Iqbal in 6th position. Earlier on, you saw him trying to go for 5th position right there. Came but not letting him pass that easy. Came but now focused on rear bumper of Bang RKD, now reeling him in. Will he pass on the inside? Not enough momentum. Not yet. Thai drivers right there for you in front of Iqbal. And now trying for a slingshot move. KMUTT on the straightaway. Now on the inside lane. Axion goes for that slider into 4th position. Nice. Buttery smooth. Bang RKD drops down into 5th. Iqbal moves into an inside lane, almost touching the side of RKD. Bang RKD's got to defend. He powers his way up in front, and they're almost bumper to bumper. Look how close they're trailing. Meanwhile, Distinct Awesome catching a glimpse up front, looking for any errors that may happen. Rangerol's now dropping down in pace. The Australian in 3rd. But it looks like he's in trouble. Rangerol's now up against KMUTT Paxion 36. Thai driver trying to make a move. Meanwhile, Matthew Allen trying to defend as much as possible. Look at this shot right here. Now we're more than bumper to bumper. They're almost saying, hello there. Let me pass. Let me get through. Look at that Michelin run. It's a braking challenge right here. Who's going to outbrake who? And if you're not careful, you're going to lock up the wheels right there. Rangerol's getting a little bit into the grass zone, losing some traction, and there you go. With a little bit of lost momentum, that's all it takes for KMUTT Paxion to pass. Rangerol's now takes a backseat down in 4th position, but it ain't over. That one little mistake could also cost him another position, but guess what? Bang RKD now eyeballing Rangerol's up in front. Matthew is in trouble. Sandwiched between the Thai drivers right there. Meanwhile, 1st and 2nd still going strong. Fella 993 up against this thing, twitching his way away from the rest of the field in second position. They're already in lap 6 out of 15, and remember, they're trying to be within top 6 drivers to make it to the next round, where the finals will be. Up the hill they go. I don't see any 3x3 action here. That's good. Uh-oh, almost touching corners there. Did I see a little bit bump? I don't know. It looked as if there's a pressure being pushed on from RKD up against Rangerals right there, and that's enough to make them drop 2, 3, possibly 3 here. Yeah, there you go. Check out the replay. Blink and a miss. Say bye-bye. Didn't have the optimal driving line. Bong RKD had the inside line. Good momentum. It was just physics right there for you. Taking the big swing from outside line, hits the apex on the inside and goes wide back out again. Rangerals didn't have anywhere to go. Had to back down, otherwise possibly could careen into traffic. He had a choice there. I think he made the right move, because if you bang up against the other cars, that could be a problem. Now it's time to go into pit row, refuel or change tires there. I believe 7 laps already in. That's almost halfway from 15, obviously. So they want to have fresh tires. Listen to that Mercedes rumble there for you. Now, guys, I don't know if you've ever seen these Mercedes AMG GT3 machines up close and personal, but I have. I have seen these and felt these and experienced the rumble as they zip by my face down in the commentator spot. So I know what it feels like when they pass. And if you really want to experience these machines at home when you're playing with the PlayStation, I advise you guys to get a really good subwoofer, anywhere in the vicinity of 12 inches and up. Possibly 2 subwoofers. That should make it. Anyway, getting a little twitchy there. Looks like the tires haven't warmed up yet. First place there, fella 993. He was running really smooth in the beginning, but now since the tires are in, I think he's a little bit loose right there. Bong RKD looks like about to say hello to Distinct Awesome right behind his back. Distinct looks like he's trying to pass on the inside. Now has to revert to using the slipstream up front. And on the straightaway, Awesome makes an awesome move. Side by side, and even though Bong RKD had the inside line, they land up side by side, but a little bit of a slip there for Distinct Awesome causes him to back down. Make one little mistake, it calculates into slower times automatically. And that's true to life as well. You make one mistake and the other guy's just gonna overtake you. No problem. It's a game of focus. Rangerals right here. Currently down in 6th position, 6.5 seconds away from top lead. Fella 993. Nice steering wheel setup he's got right there. 2 wheels on the 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Driver positions. The Michelin sticky as can be, keeping these wonderful Mercedes on track. Side by side now. This is going to be duking it out of here. Twitchy up against Fella 993. Fella's got the inside line. He's going to take back that number 1 position. No problem. But what that says is that he's going to be up against Twitchy right here. And he knows if he makes one little mistake, Guy Barbera will take his place in a blink of an eye. Now you can cheer for all your favorite drivers right here. And I don't know. Some people go for the underdog. You know. You see the name of a driver. You see all his accomplishments compared to, let's say, for example, Adrian Gasati, the fellow 993 driver, who comes in and didn't list anything that much on the achievements, but he's doing pretty darn well. I'm telling you that right now. But he's starting to kick up a little dust in front right there, showing that he's getting a little loosey on the back end. And it looks like Twitchy's trying to make a move on the straightaway. Not enough speed coming into first corner out of first row. Oh, look at this. Oh, on the crossover. Will Fella take it back. Look how close they are. They're just playing tag right here. They're like taking turns going first and second. And they're leaving the Thai driver, Paxion, way back there with a 2.8 gap. There is a shot right here. Paxion 36, the Thai driver, drops down in the third position. He's still in third position, trying desperately to catch up to Twitchy's rear bumper. But at least he's in the top 6. Bang RKD also in the mix right there in 4th position. And Distinct Awesome in 5th. Rangers in 6th. Good run. There's nothing like seeing racing cars going at full blast right in front of your eyes, but having wonderful graphics thanks to Polyphony, bringing the virtual world as best as they can to reality for these drivers to show their stuff, show what they can do. And you know, you gotta take this into consideration. You know, a lot of these drivers train in the virtual world. They then later on take it to the real world track. And that can happen. And of course, you know, with the Michelin Asia Cup, that's the whole point of the thing. They're trying to get the first place and then go for the first place prize, which of course will give them the wonderful experience to test tires on a real track, to go for the Formula experience as well. It's a passion for these drivers to play the game, to abide by the rules, under strict eyes of the marshals, stewards, of course, from RAAT, under the FIA, members of the FIA, I should say. Here's a shot of Alden for you. Alden 14, Alden Atama from Indonesia. Currently down in 9th position. Gotta play catch up there. Almost second to last right there for you. He's gotta pick up the pace if he wants to be in the top 6. And judging by the way he's driving, he's going over the rumble strip quite often. And that's one thing that you don't want to see, especially when you're driving the Gran Turismo GT Sports game right here, because every little detail accounts for slower times. Meanwhile, way back there, Nico Falal from Indonesia, still going cool. He's enjoying, but he's way back there in 10th position. But it is no easy task to be doing this. I mean, he did come from a 5th position 2021 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup and was hailed out of Indonesia. And in the rookie class, making it all the way out here for the Michelin Asia Cup is an accomplishment on its own. Meanwhile, let's dive into Rio. See what Rio's up to. Ace Rio from Malaysia. Rio is 7th position, and he looks to be catching up quick to Rangeros now. Oh, will Rio go for the inside line? Yes, he does. Rangeros now in trouble. Rio is struggling with the steering wheel. Look how much pressure is being pushed on that steering wheel there. Oh, almost 3 abreast. Oh, no, Rio loses the back end. A lot of pressure from the Iqbal's car coming in really strong on him. Look at this, 3 abreast. You don't ever want to see this happen. But it was a good recovery for Ace Rio right there for you. The Malaysian driver recovers and regains 8th position. Back to where he started. Well, let's take a look here. Iqbal seems to be putting on some pressure. Rangerals. Uh-oh, they touch there. You see a little bit of a nudge there, and he's kicking up some gravel. Iqbal loses the line, goes into gravel, loses it, and drops down to 8th position. Rangerals keeps it at 7th, but Ace is now in 6th. Rio trying to make a move. Within 1 lap, he climbs up 2 notches. Final lap coming in for you folks. And it looks like it's a battle for 7th position now. 7, 8, oh, 6, 7, 8. They're all touching now. Oh, you don't want to see 3 going together into a corner. That's going to be a touchy situation. Meanwhile, you don't think that fella or this thing Twitchy is having any problems. They seem to be going to the moon right now, up front and center. Meanwhile, Cayman, Paxian, 36 in 3rd, RKD in 4th currently, Distinct Awesome in 5th, and 8-Ball in 6th. Oh, he made it all the way to 6th position. Oh no, spin and a miss into the wall. That's gonna make the replay. Check out the action, gets a little bit of a nudge. Rio spins out, takes the gravel with him, and goes mowing the lawn on race day. Not a good thing to do. If that had been a real wall, of course, the whole front clip would have been taken off right there. Iqbal now hoping that he can retain 6th position there, make it into the finals. Meanwhile, fella 993 takes the win. Paxion comes up in 2nd. Where did he come from? Holy moly. Twitchy drops down to 3rd. RKD in 4th, but let's wait for the official results. What a run. And with enough time sparing, 38 seconds left to go. Race results coming in for you. Fella 993 takes the win. Congratulations. And here holding the Cup of Champ right there, fella 993, Adrian Gassati out of Australia takes the win. So there you have it, folks. After the little words from encouragement from the top drivers from each of these classes, they are inching closer and closer to the Michelin Asia Cup powered by Gran Turismo. Top prize being the Passion Experience out in Abu Dhabi for 2022, coming in September. So with the results, of course, we have to say that it was looked after carefully under decisions from the stewards and the marshals from RAAT. Also, they are members of the FIA. And of course, as you know, from each of these classes, top 6 drivers will be running it out together, duke it out on the track. And we already have the results, as you know. So coming up, let's see who's going to take the checkered flag. Dude, how does it feel now that you're past, you got into the final round?
Pretty good. Had a good race with Twitchy there. We were pretty evenly matched for most of the race. So we'll see what happens in the next one.
Oh, definitely. Talk about the next round, which is, of course, going to be the final round there for your Group B there. What is your strategy, dude, for the race? What are you planning?
I think the tyre wear is on 11 times, I think. So the key of this race is going to be looking after the tyres, making them last for both stints, pretty much.
I noticed that your driving line is pretty solid, man. You're not kicking up any dust, dirt, or grass. I like your lines, and I hope you keep up those lines, and good luck for you getting closer and closer to the Michelin Passion Experience 2022.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Bye. All right, folks, let's go back on the track after that short interview. And, of course, we're going to see more action right here for you for the Michelin Asia Cup, powered by Gran Turismo.
So many people do be cool and look smarter. World, the time has come to.
We all want to get moving again. Let's find better ways to do so. Michelin, motion for life.
Alrighty, folks. So, it's down to the last leg of this Michelin Asia Cup powered by Gran Turismo event. Of course, this is the great event online. Of course, bringing out all the great racers out of the woodworks. Of course, coming up, let's bring you into the arena. Once again, if you're just tuning in, of course, Michelin Asia Cup, powered by Gran Turismo, is the special online competition powered by and hosted by Michelin, the official tire supplier and the technical partner of Gran Turismo Sport. That, of course, happens to be the world's #1 driving simulator on the PlayStation 4 platform. And, of course, the competition is staging for digital motorsports enthusiasts. And in the area of Southeast Asia and Oceania, namely Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, and New Zealand. So, the winner, what will they get? Well, to bring it into a nutshell, the winner will get an all-expense paid trip to Michelin Passion Experience 2022. Where's it going to be held? Listen carefully. Abu Dhabi for the Yas Marina, down in Abu Dhabi for September. Okay, so that's going to be the #1 prize right there. The competition, of course, consists of 3 rounds, which we already had. We concerned with the qualifications round, the semifinals, and now it's down to the last section, the final round. That's right, folks. So, what is the Michelin Passion Experience 2022? Everything's got to start with a passion, right? You got to have passion in racing. You got to have passion in life. And that's what we do good at. And that's what we do best at with Michelin right here. Let's talk about the Michelin Passion. It's the winner to take part in the incredible adventure, taking them to a Formula 4 workshop. Hey, that is something you don't see or hear about every day, but it's something that they will win. EV driving. So they're also going to be doing the sports car driving, namely with a Porsche. And can't forget about the hot laps. Got to be hot lapping on the track with professional drivers. And while they're doing that, they might as well be testing the tires on the track for the FIA Grade 1 track. What an experience. And it's something that a lot of people have been dreaming about passionately. And thanks to Michelin Asia Cup, that will happen. And basically, we saw that during the race, we've seen that most of the top drivers were driving very consistently. they weren't making that many mistakes, not going into the gravel and whatnot, because every little thing would slow them down. And we ended up with 12 top drivers, 6 from each of the classes, and they are in contention. They're vying for the top place drive. So thanks, folks, to Michelin ROH Company Limited, and of course, also Polyphony Digital Inc., the developer of Gran Turismo Sport itself, for making it all happen right here for Michelin Asian Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. All right, let's check it out. Who's made the list? And we've got 12 drivers on the list. Namely, let's start off with some of the drivers right here. Natayot, Sirigaya PSC, the Mian FSR from Thailand, Chayapat, from Safe Z, Thailand as well, Thanapat, Thailand for Tanti Be Quick. Now, from the Australian camp, we've got Adam, 2167, Adam Wilk. Matthew McGowan makes it into the round as well from New Zealand. Congratulations there. Australia, Paul, tag name Noodles8771. Takes a little bit of getting used to that name right there, but it's good to go. Fella 993, we just had a quick chat with him. Adrian Gasadi from Australia. And let's see, KMUTT Paxian 36, Majakri from Thailand, also in the mix, down by 8th position. Australia, Guy Barbara, Distinct Twitchy. I love that name. He wasn't that twitchy on the track. Let's see how he gets on this next final round. Bang RKD Akrapon from Thailand makes it in the match as well. Distinct Awesome, also from Thailand, Tanapodi. And last but not least, rounding it out on the top 12 right here, Australia, for another driver by the name of Matthew Allen. And Rangerals is his call sign for the PSN ID. So let's get ready to see them race right here for Michelin Asian Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. Alrighty, ready, here we go. As you can see on the track is a different car now, being the Porsche 911 RSR 991 Group 3. That's right, folks. Racetrack introductions for you right here. The car being used is the Porsche 911 RSR Group 3. The track the same, but a version of, different version, Road Track A now, Sardinia. 17 laps, a little bit more this time, so they've got to really push it and concentrate. Racing soft, medium, and hard for the tire selections being used. There is no minimum usage requirement being enforced right now, but the tire wear is at 11 times the normal rate. Fuel sippage for the Porsche will be running down at 3 times the normal rate. It will be a rolling start for all of you who are wondering, and of course, balance of power will be turned on. Folks, the slipstream strength will be as real as it can get. Well, thanks for the program here from Polyphony. That's going to take into account of how they're going to slingshot right through each other. But look at this track. Now you see a different, sort of a different outline or outlay of the track. So, beautiful view still, sunny day out in Sardinia, right there. And an inside view cabin. The Porsche looks a little bit different from the Mercedes, but it's all good. The layout of the car, of course, the engine being in a different position from previous, now out in the back. Mid layout right there, and let's see how they take it through. Look at this corner right here. They've got to come down to a really slow turn in right here, because if they go a little bit too fast, they'll overshoot right into the barrier. That's not good. Actually, look at that windmill. Judging from the windmill, not turning over there, but as they're going through the track here, we see coming through the front of the line, the finish line right there. That's going to take you through the track of Sardinia. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to go racing. But before they do that, they've got to qualify. This is for the final race. Folks, get ready for the excitement to happen right here for Michelin Asian Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. Oh, looks like, wow, that's a little hairy right there coming down out of pit lane. Thank goodness it was virtual. But anyway, here they go. They've got to go for the pole position as best as they can. Now, remember, folks, all these cars that you're seeing running around on Sardinia right there, is being run with the Porsche 911 RSR Group 3 cars. Of course, they're all using the same cars. They have the same livery, being that of the Michelin livery right there. Their national flags attached to the bumpers and the side panels of their car. And of course, one driver out of all these drivers here will be grabbing and nabbing the ticket for the Michelin Passion Experience 2022 in Abu Dhabi. That's in September. Second place, of course, will receive a set of 4 locally produced Michelin tires, and with the tire sizes not over 17 inches. And third place will receive money prize amounting to $430 US. And good luck to all the drivers out there. Okay? So let's bring it on down to the qualifying run as they are warming up their tires, as you can see on the screen right now. Let's see who is in the lead. Well, currently everybody's looking at safety right there. Thailand driver right there. It is great to see everybody trying their best, making their run count as best as they can. Here's a little bit of the Miang for you, also a Thai driver, all you fans out there. And there's switcheroo into the Porsche 911. Totally different layout for the vehicles now, switching over from the Mercedes. But that's all good. Right? Now the Thai drivers also, we got Tan TE, Be Quick, running very quickly. Currently in second position, but they've only done a few laps right now, actually 1 lap. They got plenty of time left, 7.5 minutes to go before we find out who's going to be nabbing pole position. But man, Tan Be Quick is getting really close to the bumper of Ming, and that gives you a great preview of what is to come when it comes time to actually race these things. Meanwhile, Safe Z is running safely behind in third position, all on his own. No slipstream, nothing. Man, those Porsche. Beautiful shape, a very iconic silhouette for all you automotive geeks out there. Automotive enthusiasts as well. The designs have changed over the years, but retains an elegant design to the car. Silhouette. And of course, having the livery of Michelin on the side adds assurance that these cars will stick to the ground as sticky as can be. Remember, they're only attached to the ground with only 4 contact matches. Okay, here comes Noodles. What is this number doing? You see his times are getting faster and faster. He's moving up from 4 to 5. And it's not exactly a physical position, but more on lap times, which will determine their final position before the race starts. Time remaining, 5.5 minutes to go. Mangerolls in the mix right there for you. And they look really, really focused, and they have to be. It's the last part of the race. It's the finals. Mangerolls out of Australia right there. Excuse me. Man, all that dust kicking up from the tracks. It's so virtual. Maybe sneeze. Give a little bit of a hot chew right there for you. Okay. Fella 993 in the mix. When I saw that number, 993, it made me think of a Porsche. And look what he's driving right now. Oh, getting a little dusty, kicking it up. Don't send that dust into my commentary booth here. I don't want to sneeze again. That guy's so serious. He's got that whole nice setup right there for you at home. I wonder if that's his actual car seat. McElwin in the mix. Currently down in 5th position. Bella 993 down by 4th. Rangerolls in 3rd. Top 2 drivers still the ties. Now TE, Be Quick taking pole position currently, but they still got a whiles to go. Namely 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. They can still push it right there. Distinct Twitchy. Twitchy's down in 7th position. Gotta play catch up right here. Meanwhile, back in the back row, we've got Adam 21.67 and let's see, Safety. Whoa, what's he down in 11th position for? That's a little bit surprising. Bang RKD drops down in 9th position, takes up a little bit of the dust, almost getting him into the barrier there. Getting a little bit too loose there, Bang. Got to tighten up that line. Wow! So close. Distinct Awesome almost ends up in the guardrails. This is not the time to be testing how you can run off the track. TE, look at this. The number 1 car right now from the Be Quick camp. Running up against the bumper of Safety. And he's actually trying to get past the traffic there. I'm not sure if Safety's in his way or not, but he's currently in 11th position, so I think he should give way there. Look on the inside line. Oh, looks a little bit of a understeer there for you. Man, I could never get used to that straight cut gear setup right there. Oh, look how he's going up against the bumper right there for you. Now, if Safety wasn't in that frame, I bet that Tadzi would have pushed it up a little further and just breezed right through that corner. There's more potential right there to be had. Meanwhile, Noodles is squiggly in the back there. 8771. Run right here. Noodles getting closer and closer. Now going on the outside. A lot of people setting new qualifying lap times and records here. As you can see on the left bottom corner here, Bang RKD. McEwen sets a new qualifying time right there, 139.118. TE from Be Quick still in the lead. Meanwhile, PSC the Ming, happy, I guess, in pit row. Also, Tati in pit row as well. Number 5 position there. Noodles in pit row as well as the rest of the front leading the way. Tati and PSC the Ming. I guess they're just sitting nice and pretty. With only 40 seconds left to go to close out the qualifying run right here. Rangerals is trying to up his game, currently in 3rd position with 30 seconds left to go. Will he be able to pull it off? With only 0.037 behind. 20 seconds. Less than 15 seconds away before they go down to the finals. Look at this side by side. Rangerals and Distinct Twitchy. And closing it out. Let's check out the final results here. Oh, it looks like the final lap. He made it in for the final lap. Currently, Tanti Be Quick leads the way, even though Sit Pretty in pit row. Rangerals still going. Here comes the checkered flag. Bella 993. Looks like Rangerals had a little bit of a lag in the connection there, but he's still in the mix. All right. Talk about sportsmanship there. Look at that chat there going. Distinct Twitchy says, no worries. So, as you know, this is all going to culminate to the final showdown. And everybody's going to be vying for that Passion Experience, brought to you in part by Michelin, for the Yas Marina run in Abu Dhabi in September 2022. Everybody's trying to go for that. Only one out of all these racers will be nabbing that prize. And we'll wait for the official results before moving on over to the final run. Oh, even got a chopper shot on top. And the time runs down now, finally ending the qualifying run. Here's the official results. Tanti Be Quick takes the lead for pole position. Entering the lobby for the race, final for the Michelin Asia Cup powered by Gran Turismo. Tanti first position, PSC the Mien second, Fella 993 in third, Rangeros in fourth, Noodles in fifth, and McEwen in sixth. Remember, they're all going for first position here, obviously. Let's see how they do. Rolling away on a rolling start. And there they go, folks. It's green, green, green. Wow, look at that long line of Porsche. Slipstream in effect, folks. As they come over the crest. Slight little crest right here. Hopefully no mistakes going through these corners. Nobody over here right now can't afford to make a mistake. Stewards and marshals are scrutinizing every move they make. Tanti Be Quick. Very quick. Keeping the pace up, trying to keep it in line. Looks like a little bit of the Mien getting off onto the grass. Gotta be careful. He was a millimeter away from that guardrail. All right, well, looks like we've got some movement here. Well, at least some intention of movement. I saw just for a split second the Mien trying to make a move on Tanti Be Quick up front. But because he lost momentum, he is now up against Fella 993. Wow, Michelin powering through on all the Porsches here. Keeping them stuck in the tarmac. What a beautiful shot. The iconic livery of Michelin adorned on all the beautiful Porsches here. Driving through like a freight train. Actually, like a speeding bullet. Okay, Tanti goes a little bit too wide. The Mien driving a tighter line. Two Thai drivers up front. And then rounding the back here, we have K. Paxion, 36, out in 8th position. Meanwhile, Fella 993, Sandy in 3rd position. Rangeros in 4th, on board with Rangeros right now. Almost touching bumper to bumper with Fella 993 right there. He did mention that he was going to try his best and conserve the tire usage. That was his strategy. And you did see that, you know, if you don't time the pit stops correctly, you can lose valuable time. And whatever advances you've made up the ranks here, you would lose it in a second if you don't time your pit stop correctly. So it's all strategy from here on out. Everybody's been duking it out on a top form level here. The field is equalized by identical cars. Even the livery is identical. And if you look at the driving line, not much deviation. I mean, look at this. It's like they're chained up together. If somebody makes a mistake, then there would be a change in sequence, then there would be a change in position, but nobody's daring to make that mistake. Thanks to their qualifying positions, they have that to thank for with their current positions. Tanti Be Quick seems to be slowing down just a wee bit there. The Mian playing catch up. Oh, going into a little bit of an oversteer. If I saw that correctly, he went into that corner, all four wheels slid off. Just a bit. Mian going on the inside. Not enough speed to pass him through on the apex though. Tanti still holding his own. Up front. Fella 993 is the fella in third position. Ragnarok still in fourth. Noodles in fifth. Now, there's a little bit of a gap between 7th and 8th. Distinct Awesome trailing way behind there. Between Distinct Twitchy. And looks like it's a battle now for first position there. You can see. Here's the replay for you. PSC the Min on the straightaway. Looks like he's trying to challenge him right on the get-go, and he gets it. Mia gets first position. The challenge and it worked. The payoff worked right there. He just kept his pace going on. Using the slipstream, was able to pass him on and slingshot right through on the straightaway. Tanti now takes a backseat. Oh, and kisses the guardrail. Sparks flying like it was the 4th of July, folks. You didn't get that reference. Fireworks. That's what I meant. Fireworks. Yeah. The Mien pushing on forward. Let's see how much of a gap he can cause between himself and Tanti. Be quick. Meanwhile, looks like Tanti is backing off now. Running a little bit sloppy. And then he's going to have to deal with fella 993, by the way, because of that little mistake running into the grass. 5th position, McEwen. Pushing on over. He's still got about a 2 cars length away. Up behind Ragnarals. Look at that swan airfoil, swan neck. You know, they said that it was more aerodynamic. Okay. Simmer down, folks. I know they're really hungry for the win, but it's only 5 laps in, and they've got a whole 17 laps in total. I wonder who's going to duck in and dive into pit row first. Distinct Twitchy down by 2.3 seconds away from the lead. Not much, but hey, if you take the look on the overall grid, that's way back down in 7th position right there. And between Twitchy and Awesome, there is a huge gap. Meanwhile, the Mien trying to spread the gap. But Tan TEB quick, ain't letting up. He's not letting up on that throttle. Did I see McEwen kicking up some dust? I think I did. McEwen kicks up some dust, gives Noodles a chance to play catch up here on his bumper. Everybody's trying to desperately use the slipstream, but they have to be close to each other in proximity to utilize that slipstream for a rubber band slingshot pass. Let's see if McEwen can do that up against Rangerals. Up in the front row, the Mien and B-Quick's Tanti taking a little bit of a deviating line from each other. You see the Mien trying to not give the slipstream over to Tanti B-Quick's car. But if he does too much of that, he's going to run the risk of not utilizing his own good driving line. And that could cause him the position. Meanwhile, on the front hood bumper of Rangerals, he's only half a second behind from the top one. Oh, 2x2, 6 and 7. Looks like this thing Twitchy and Noodles duking it out right there. This thing Twitchy was able to keep the position in 6. Not giving it up. Noodles trying to catch up. Your safety is way behind. He's not even in the shot here. Nowhere to be found on the track from where I can see. Seven laps in already. Getting to the mid portion of the race. At this point, I am thinking that the folks racing at home in their simulators are starting to wear and get tired here. I mean, look at the Mien. Look at his forearm right there. Look at some of these drivers. Tanti as well. It's like so much stress right there. He's gripping that active steering wheel and struggling, wrestling with the car. From the camera shot on the Polyphony's platform of Gran Turismo GT Sports here, it makes it look so easy, but if you were holding onto that steering wheel, it actually moves in resistance, and it sort of gives the driver the feedback of the road conditions and the forces, the G-forces that the cars are exhibiting on this track. Twitchy, getting a little bit twitchy off on the grass there. Who are you cheering for? I love this power run right here. What a wonderful angle. DSC the Mien drops it down now. Tanti EB quick in first. The Mien was holding on for so long. Eventually, I guess he's taking a little break right now. He might say hello to fellow 993 though, which coincidentally, both those drivers, the Mien and 993, fellow 993, were leading the pack for each class individually there. So this would be an interesting duke out between the Mien and fellow 993. Oh, McEwen almost kisses the guardrail. And zoom to the moon. You hear a lot of that popping noise. You're wondering, what is all that popping noise coming from? That's from the exhaust, folks. Polyphony got it right when it came down to the sound. They had it tuned down to specs for each individual car. And listen to that gear whine, straight cuts. You can actually like feel the gear changes when they just chuck it into a lower gear, and the gear ratio actually slows their car down with a straight cut gear setup. And as for the pops, well, getting a little twitchy there. Bang RKD loses the back end just a bit on an oversteer, corrects it nicely though. And pit row, you see Tan TEB quick in pits, PSC the Ming also in pits, Safety in pits as well. Wranglers out there, still running hard. Here they come, changing fresh new tires. Brought to you in part by Michelin, folks. Thank you, Michelin, for that refreshing adhesion to the tarmac. And back at it, there they go. Now you gotta remember, fresh tires, you gotta warm them up properly. And I think that GT Sports actually takes that into account. There's a little bit of damage in front of Rangeros right there. I don't know what he kissed, but there's a little bit of a need of some wax there going on. Got some chopper action in the air, you can see. You can hear. Meanwhile, Paxion now in second position, only because of the switcheroo down by pit row was that able to happen. I believe I saw some dust kick up there. Adams 2167 in the dust. Believe it or not, I also see that there's some debris on the track. Now, if you're really running on these tracks and you run outside of your driving line, not in the best possible line there, you're going to run into those little bits of rubber and debris on the track, which actually would cause you to spin out, potentially spinning out. That's why these drivers have to be careful. You want to stay in the groove, so to say. Tan TE coming over the crest. Right behind him, the Mia in fourth position now. But sooner or later, they're going to be climbing up the ranks. PSC the Mia showing some aggressive driving line right there in the back. I mean, it's like glued to the back of Tan TEB quick. Meanwhile, Fella is trying to play catch up in fifth position. 993 Meister. Wow. You notice the back end of those Porsche. I mean, if you take a look at the rear window, that's not a window, folks. That's a whole lot of carbon fiber. Oh, these drivers want to take a look up in front. Cayman Paxion 36 is in the lead now with his bronze helmet. Close call. He doesn't want to bite the dust. Look at that little understeer coming in. That's going to cost him. Adam 2167 playing catch up from the back end in second position. 2 seconds behind. That's like about 4 car lengths away going at this current speed. Folks, they're in their 10th, 11th lap, I should say, out of 17. We passed the mid portion of the race. Tan TEB quick, pushing onwards. PSC the Mia looks like he's in trouble now. There's more pressure from the back end. Bella 993 not moving on up as quick as I expected. Man, oh man. You know, and originally I thought that the layout of these cars would possibly give a challenge to these drivers who were starting off in the Mercedes. And of course, it's a different ball game when you're driving with this layout for the cars. The weight shifts is different. But Porsche has been known for a wonderful handling machine. So, you know, it's all down to the preference of the drivers. Some people like the front engine, some people like the mid or rear. Ooh. Close call, shave to the driving line. Anti be quick, pushing close to the rear diffuser. The Mien. He's locked in. But I gotta hand it to them. All of them, all these drivers right here are doing exceptionally well. And you can see that evidently because they are not giving up their positions. Now, it'd be one thing if one of these guys gives up their position because they were slowing down or they made an error. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Except for now, the Mien now pushing it on, duking it up against Adam 2167. Bella in the mix, 993. Adam losing his position down to 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th. It's a tug of war. Once they get out of the slipstream, they either have to make a go for it or risk losing 2 or possibly 3 positions down. If they gamble and go for the inside line, thinking that they have enough momentum to go for a position up, they better hope they make that move. Otherwise, they drop down 2 or 3 positions because of a mistake. Top 3 drivers all tie right now. Tanti in 3rd. The Mien in 2nd, Paxion in 1st. Bella 993 in 4th. McGowan in 5th. Adams 2167 in 6th position. Who will take 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? Well, I think currently at the point, it's all being waved by the tie flag. Will Fella be able to jump in onto the mix? Look at that beautiful shot right there. Now it's all the 3 Thai drivers are duking up against them. Oh, 3 abreast! 3 across the track. Is that good? No! It causes the Mien to go off the track there. That is not good. Fella now gets into the 3rd position, 2nd position now due to that error. Oh, getting a little bit sloppy there. Drops it down, and now McEwen has a chance for 3rd position because he's hanging out in 4th, right behind the Mien right there. Did I speak too soon? Oh! In the 13th lap, things are winding up, and they're getting really, really furious here on the track here. Not holding back, that's for sure. You've got the Mien back in 1st with Fella 993, coincidentally. Canty drops it down to 3rd, McKevin in 4th, Paxion in 5th. Duke it on up, Fella 993 side by side up against the Mien. Passing on the outside, is that possible? Oh! Going into the gravel, that is a no-no. Oh, we got a switcheroo. Coming up, McGowan loses out and spins out. A hiccup indeed. Wasn't able to gain control, and now is dead in his tracks. Huh. PSC the Miem still in first position. And check out that huge gap there. That's a 5-car gap. Rangerol's in second now. Tanti in third. Fella, where did you drop off to? 6th position? Oh my goodness. He had it in the bag in the 2nd position and dropped down all the way down to 6. I think he's feeling that disappointment right now. But it ain't over, folks. 14 laps in out of 17. There's still good time to go. And anything can happen at this portion of the race. Never give up. Now, one thing that's not giving up, folks, the tires. They're sticky. And those Porsches are making good use of those Michelins right there. Driving the passion home for the drivers out there. Rangerol's in 2nd position. Looking to be duking it up against Tanti Be Quick right behind him. Oh! Rangerol's loses a little bit of a speed going past the rumble strip. Tanti looking for every little bit of error he could from Rangerol's up front. It's going to be a battle for 2nd position. The Mien way out there, man, zoom to the moon. Well, not really to the moon, folks, but hey, he's got 2 car lengths away. That ain't bad. He's got some room to breathe. But look at these two. You can see on the screen on the side there. Look how focused they are. Rangerol's trying not to give way to Tanti Be Quick. Every little twitch on the steering wheel counts. All that information being relayed digitally through to the wonderful software here by Gran Turismo, Polyphony. A culmination of effort between Michelin Asian Cup and Gran Turismo, bringing the passion from all these wonderful drivers to fruition. We're live streaming to you live, and of course, you can catch up with the words and updates from Michelin itself for the event at www.michelin.com, and also on their Facebook page. Of course, you can share, like, and subscribe if you want. Share the love. And it looks like top 3 drivers right there for you. The Mia, Rangerol's, and Tanti Be Quick. Leaving the rest of the field scrambling, trying to get in the mix. Oh, side-by-side action. Who's on the inside lane? Rangerol's on the inside. Yes, through the corner. Here they go. Rangerol takes the lead. The tie's now dropping down to 2nd and 3rd position. Following the Aussie Rangerol's. You'd have to say that after 16 grueling laps, they are probably now realizing it's the last lap approaching, and PSC the Ming is trying to make a move on the straightaway. Look, he's even looking onto the side. Oh, Rangerol's looking onto the side. He's like, no, I'm losing my position. Oh, feisty there, folks. Final lap, and this is it. All eyes on Rangerol's as he is in 2nd position. Will he claw his way back up in the 1st? It's now or never. Oh, sliding off, almost making a mistake right there. Oh, this tire squealing, taking it to the limits, but Michelin does take you to the limit right here. Damien making a getaway, and it's a clean getaway, folks. Damien eyeballing first position right now. Everybody following in suit. Rangerals second, Tati, Be Quick in third. Fella 993 drops it down to the fourth, but not bad saving from the sixth position. So it was a good try, a good run for him, but it ain't over, folks. Anything can happen. Anybody screws up in the front, then hey, they're gonna be nabbing first position. And those tires don't give up that easily. Can you imagine running and then suddenly losing traction in the last lap? But that ain't happening here, folks. No sirree, Bob. Not under the eyes of Michelin right here. Here they go. Here they come. And the finish line is right in front of them. Checker flag. Look at them weave. No need for a psych out. And here you go, taking the win. The Meow PSC takes it for a drive to first position. Wow. Rangerals coming in second, and Tati Be Quick goes for third. There you go. The 1, 2, 3 mix for today's race. Live Michelin Asian Cup powered by Gran Turismo. Wow. An awesome run after qualifying, after going for semifinals and then finals, and then bringing all the best drivers into the mix with the beautiful Porsches here. And thanks to Michelin hosting the event, and of course Polyphony as well for the magic behind Gran Turismo. Here is the official race results. And here goes the victory run. Raised his position up to the first position here. PSC the Ming.
Well, looks like there's going to be some changes in the results. I've got the official report right here in my hand, and here are the results updated as of now. The change in result is derived from the incidents on lap 14, turn 1, where Natayot Sirakaya, PSC the Ming FSR, has been given 5 seconds penalty, which causing him to bring it down to 5th place from the 1st place. This led Matthew Allen move up to the 1st place and win all expense pay trip to Michelin Passion Experience 2022 at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. The 2nd place then belongs to the Thai driver Thanapat Pongpat Tanti Be Quick. He will receive a set of 4 locally produced Michelin tires. The 3rd place is Adrian Gassadi, or Fella 993. He will receive a money prize amounting up to $430 US dollars. As mentioned earlier, that this competition is being supervised and judged by the stewards from RAAT, member of the FIA. So, penalty and action can be expected to keep up to the driving standards. Congratulations to Matthew Allen, Rangerals. Wish to enjoy the trip to Michelin Passion Experience 2022 at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi.
And there you have it, folks. The end of the race for today's Michelin Asian Cup race powered by Gran Turismo. It's been my pleasure being here with you today. And of course, congratulations. A mighty win there for Australia as well for Matthew Allen, for taking down the house in 1st position, followed with Thailand's driver Thanapat Pongpat, and 3rd for Adrian Gassadi, also from Australia. So next on up, we're going to check out what Matthew Allen has to say in this interview. Alrighty, folks. So that concludes the race there. And of course, we're going to do some interviews
checking in with Matthew Allen. Hello there, Matthew. How's it going? How do you feel?
I am honestly shocked. I don't really know what to say about that one. That was a pretty crazy race, and I just managed to turn up at the end there. And yeah, obviously there was a lot of incidents, and there was a penalty at the end, but yeah, ended up getting the win. And it hasn't sunk in yet.
Oh, okay. Well, concerning your driving line, I noticed that you were having quite some clean lines, but then you were going off on the outer edges just a bit towards the end when it was getting really hairy towards the end of the race there. Could you explain a little bit of that?
Yeah, I mean, I took a late pit stop, so I knew I'd lose time there, but I'd have fresher tires at the end. And at the end of the race, I was just looking to extend the track as much as possible to try and catch the leader there. I don't think it was really deliberate, but it ended up getting me to where I needed to be, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. Could you just give me a little bit of an insight? I was actually curious how you feel between driving the Mercedes and then of course the Porsche. Was there sort of a difference in the feel of the drive itself?
Yeah, I mean the Mercedes, it's very heavy on its front tires, and I found in the race earlier that I just wore my tires out way too quickly. But the Porsche, it's a mid-engine car and it rotates a lot more nicely, and racing it is very different in terms of the types of races that you get, because it's a very long top gear on the Porsche, so you end up with a lot of cars together, as you would have seen in the race.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so and of course with the slipstream being used, did you actually feel all that being utilized? Did you utilize some of that slipstream while you were racing there?
Yeah, so I managed to get a decent tow in qualifying and start near the front. And during the race, I was just able to stay with the leaders and save my tires in the first stint, which allowed me to go one lap longer. But yeah, obviously late in the race when everybody's together.
Yeah. Traffic does create a little bit of a tussle there.
Well, yeah, like you get to a point where somebody has to try and make the pass to get the win, right? But obviously when you've just got a lot of people on the exact same strategy, can end up in an incident, which is what happened.
Okay, well, congratulations, I'd have to say, for the results, as you can see now, and of course with the decision due to the scrutinization of the staff and the stewards and the marshals, of course, where there had to be points deducted or some penalties enforced, because it's got to be a fair game. So congratulations on the win, and there you go. First place winner right there, Matthew Allen out of Australia. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all the competitors. I don't get the opportunity to do events like this very often, so I'd just like to thank GPE Racing and especially Michelin as well for the opportunity to do something like this. So thank you very much.
All righty. You heard it right there, folks. Right out of Matthew Allen's mouth right there. He, of course, is now going to be awarded a first place right there. And, of course, going for the Michelin Passion Experience coming at you in 2022 down by Abu Dhabi. All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, what an exciting day of racing right here. It has been a wonderful racing event thanks to Michelin Asian Cup powered by Gran Turismo. Got to say thank you to Michelin ROH Company Limited for hosting the event, and of course Polyphony Digital Inc., the developer of Gran Turismo Sport itself right here. If you want to check out more updates and highlights from Michelin, go on their Facebook page, or stop by their website over at www.michelin.com. This is Lert Siri Boot me. It's been a fun time. Until next time, folks, drive safe. Michelin Asian Cup, powered by Gran Turismo. Bye-bye.
We all want to get moving again. Let's find better ways to do so. Michelin, motion for life.